time lapse from Williston from about 7 a.m. to 11, and that's really where it came down on the heavy side. I mean, you can even see where some of the heavy bands came through when it really thickens and lowers the visibility to sunshine now. I mean, so one more time here of that loop, and it's just spectacular of what you see. Of course, though, you had to take it easy on the roadways, and since about an hour ago, Williams and McKenzie County have been lifted away from the travel alerts, and so rightfully so. We saw 7.5 inches in Williston, Fairview, Montana 6, Stanley 4.5, as well as Kenmare, Watford City at 2. Please relay all your storm reports to us, and we relay that to the National Weather Service. I'm still waiting on one from Minot, but quite frankly, it doesn't look like a whole lot from there. Maybe that dusting into an inch at 2 at the utmost. But still, we have the snow moving to the north of Highway 2. Our center of the lows right over the Bismarck area, maybe approaching Harvey at this point. And so we're still going to see additional pockets of 4 to 7 inches total, mainly for the Lake Metagoshi area to Bottineau County. So north of Highway 2, we're still seeing those impacts. So here's the low pressure system sliding off towards the northeast. Some heavier banding still taking place over the Bottineau County area. So that is north of Glenburn, even approaching to the north of Minot and then into Bottineau. So that's kind of where we're honing in at right now. And when we zoom in into West Hope along US Highway 83, you could see how there's barely any pavement. The car is easily taking a turn and then traveling. Low visibility taking place right now in Bottineau along ND Highway 14. We see the winds, and at times they're gusting a little bit stronger than what we'd like. So with that fresh snow, especially in the north, maybe blowing around a little bit. It's not the worst case scenario, but look at Poplar, Montana with a little bit of fresh snow. Only 0.1 of a mile. Tioga 2.5. Williston, you were dancing around with under a mile for a while. Then we go to Rolla, Bottineau, Mohall, all under 1 mile of visibility right now. So the further north you are right now, the more impact and the only impacts you are seeing likely from now. So for the rest of the afternoon, we're going to keep that snow and that counterclockwise flows. Low pressures also and always flow that way, but we're going to keep that spewing right along the international border. Elsewhere, we'll start the build in more sunshine as the day goes on, and temperatures still ranging in the teens for Highway 2 to the 20s and even the 30s south of the interstate. So again, the snow totals will ramp up still with additional and isolated pockets of 4 to 7 inches, mainly for Bottineau County at this point. Lows tonight will cycle through to the teens, maybe one below in Williston. That's if we have that clear sky. Tomorrow will be the coolest here because then we ramp it up for the weekend. And I'm just going to skip right to it, Krista, because why tease you, right? We have temperatures in the 40s and 50s. Don't forget to change that clock, though, to near 60 next week.
Yeah, I think the sunshine's going to help us a little bit with that time change.
Yeah, it should. It makes it feel a little better outside and finally get